everyone, and welcome back to a special episode of Ruben Uncut. I'm doing a collaboration here with Maliki Juarez. Hello, Maliki.
Hello, Ruben.
And let's remind the people what your channel's called, even though if the collaborator function works, this should pop up on both of ours. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. I've never used it before, so we'll see how effective it is.
Yeah, it's very weird. Yeah, if you have questions about it, I can answer them later because I finally understand how it works. But
Okay.
yeah, I run a politics channel that is similar in the vein as Ruben. It's leftist commentary. Mine has a bit of a more serious tone, but I sort of work on different types of content throughout the year. So right now I'm like coincidentally, I actually worked with another YouTuber yesterday, and I'm going to cut up a bunch of clips from a work with them. So it's going to
Nice.
be at the beginning of this year, it's going to be sort of a mix between like me working with other creators and a couple video essays I'm working on. One about the Dead Files, which is a ghost show, and they just constantly lied to people. I'm trying to do like a ghost show debunking series, and then yeah, the shit they lie about is like more wild than you would think. And then in the later part of the year, I do commentary, just short commentary videos.
Nice. And for anyone who is finding me through Malachi here, I'm Ruben. I'm Ruben Ryan. What I do when I'm not online is comedy, but when I'm online, it's for some reason I feel like it's a lot more serious these days. The world is scary, but I try to have at least a somewhat sardonic view, at least if I can't manage any any other humorous emotion.
Right.
But today we are here to talk about ice. So I guess we'll start off by just adjusting the general before I start. We start going through this thing because what I have is I have the wiki.ice list of incidents involving ice. So we're going to be learning about just unfortunate ice incidents because that's what people need to be more aware of.
Yeah.
There are two major executions by ICE in public, in front of people, on camera, and it's crazy how some people are reacting to it. Just so everyone knows, just so everyone younger than me, just so you know, I am 40, and in the 40 years of my life, this is the scariest thing. This is the scariest America has ever been. Like, flat out. And I saw 9/11 on television live when it was happening. This is the most scared I've ever been for the country. That's where we're at. How are you doing with it, Malachi?
Yeah, I would say the same thing, but I was too young to remember 9/11. So it is the worst it's ever been, but I have very little experience. And what's really funny is I have this just hyper conservative history teacher for my semester this year in college. And his way of lessening the seriousness of this situation was to say, it used to be a lot crazier. Uh, there were Congress people being beat on the Senate floor the year before the Civil War. And it's like, okay, well, let's hope it doesn't get to the point where people are trying to kill each other en masse with weapons. Like, yeah, it may not be the very worst it's ever been in history, but that seems like a low bar to like be like, oh, it's not so bad, guys. It's not the worst it's ever been.
Yeah, no, it is like civilization advances through time and we gradually become more civilized. And right now, we are actually seeing that coming apart. We are
Right.
seeing the civilization that we live in and that our forefathers founded be slowly just being pulled apart, and it's alarming. I'm still looking for the evidence to totally prove this, but I highly suspect that Peter Thiel is doing it on purpose.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I
Think
have
about
a feeling, or not even just a feeling, but it's very much based in like what these guys actually say, that they just want to destroy the fabric of America and create a tech country, like a tech, like feudalistic society.
The term I've heard used by people like that is network state,
Yeah, like that.
which is
Yeah, a
imagine.
network state.
Yeah, no, that makes it sound like your internet provider runs your entire society. Is what that sounds like.
Yeah.
Um,
It
like
sounds like a poorly worded, like Canadian federal internet program.
I mean, like the thing about it is that like for their plans to even work, like the reality of that situation would be is that they would essentially end up society would only have access to people who are connected to the internet. If you the second you're not connected to the internet, you've essentially dropped out of society for what they are planning to work. So, but yeah, I highly suspect that Peter Thiel and some other people have been using social media to create echo chambers so that people can essentially live in alternate realities until we all want to murder each other. That's what it seems like is happening. Which, speaking of which, like I've actually made a bunch of shorts specifically about the ICE stuff because just the politics are happening so fast now. I don't have time to sit down and be like, let's make a long video where I get my thoughts out there and then I have to edit that and whatnot. But like some of the feedback is wild. Like people, like I can't believe that people would defend ICE in these situations. It's unreal to me.
It's like all of they were anti the identity politics of the George Floyd thing because it involved black people. Now it doesn't involve black people and they're on to the next excuse, they're on to the next thing for them. And it's not about like forcing this like having this forced integration. Now it's like just straight up saying, well, if you look or like somewhat resist against a federal agent, they should be allowed to murder you on the spot. And I don't like there's no time like this is where it gets weird because there's no time in American history where that's like a normal thing where like the feds can kill you just like for reasons of resisting. There are quite a few actual like on paper rules about that.
Mm-hmm.
And like
Now, to be
even
fair, some of those rules happened because the feds did kill people.
yeah,
But the point is that in every one of those situations, at some point, someone was like, "Yeah, we need to make rules about that."
right.
And
And
right now, it doesn't look like that's where it's going.
yeah. It's just it looks like they're gonna I have a feeling that they're gonna rely very heavily on their domestic terrorism messaging and it's gonna be just DHS Patriot Act terrorist stuff just used against citizens. And at that point they don't legally have to acknowledge any civil rights. Like that was already a law that they did like 20 years ago post 9/11.
Mm-hmm. I mean, actually, Patriot Act's a great point. Great point to bring that up because actually, the Patriot Act and the development of the Homeland Security Department is why this is happening. Because ICE didn't exist before the Department of Homeland Security.
It was just Border Patrol,
Yep,
which
exactly.
are a more brutal institution. And the guy who just got killed was killed by a Border Patrol agent. And Greg Bavino is the Nazi, but it's still that was the only like government federal like thing we had for Border Patrol at the time.
Mm-hmm. And it's yeah, someone said that I heard someone else. I saw someone on social media say this that we need to start calling them Trump troopers because regardless of which actual federal agency they are Trump troopers. They are
Yeah.
troopers for Trump. They are the stormtroopers except stupid. So Trump troopers.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's a little like I'm like confused by some of the messaging going on because like with the Border Patrol agent that just killed a guy,
Mm-hmm.
there's these things happening between both agencies. There's the
Mm-hmm.
fact that Border Patrol is not trained to police the like interior,
That's a good
and
point.
there's the fact that DHS is they're recruiting people who are completely inexperienced. But like then you see like some media figures go after these guys for being unexperienced when this guy actually has 8 years in the fucking border patrol and he is quite experienced. They know what they're fucking doing. This isn't just like a kid who accidentally shot someone because he was scared.
Yeah, no, it's probably happening because they were told that they would have complete immunity for carrying out these orders, which
At the
is
very
like the
least, heavily
dumbest thing.
implied.
It's the dumbest thing the military, it's the dumbest thing the government can do at any point is to tell like their stormtroopers, "Hey, we're going to give you complete immunity." For starters, you can't actually promise that. Because because in a democracy, as soon as the politics shift, if enough people thought you did a bad thing, they're going to make rules about it. And
Yeah.
the immunity that was given to you by the idiots before probably doesn't mean a whole lot unless you got it in some type of paper.
And it's
It's
not beyond a half-assed like liberal like administration that doesn't exactly like retaliate that strongly to put a few people in prison for the rest of their lives for this. Those people aren't like off the hook for this necessarily.
yeah, I mean that's true. Yeah, I gotta say, like this is the thing. Like we're in this position where we just have to hope that they don't declare the Insurrection Act before the midterm elections, so that they can cancel the elections. Side note: if they cancel the elections, people, then you have to understand that that is the time to freak out.
Yeah,
If they
that's
can't, if they cancel the elections, that's freak out time.
and it's always like if you look at Russia or like Russia specifically is the example I know of, so that's the only one I'll cite. But they just like Putin just suddenly like when he was president, he was like, we're gonna delay the elections. And he's been president for like 16 years because of that. Like just putting it off every election. And it like they always have a new like vague justification for it. It's never them saying I'm taking over the government, I am a dictator now. It's all through like justified mechanics. It might have been like 8 years on and then 4 years of a different guy, and then Putin's been president since then, and I think he's delayed like two or three elections. But that's like the problem is they do this pretense of it still being a thing. Although the cool thing with America is we've never done that. We've never delayed an election, so it would be a time for a lot of the people who are saying like, "Oh, it's okay, let them have their turn with the ball." A lot of those people would start like actually taking it seriously. Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, because like the thing is, provided we do get to have elections, here's the thing, Democrats, are you listening? If we come through and vote you into power at the midterms, you have to fucking do something. You have to. Otherwise, there'll be a certain level of how do we even function anymore? You have to do something. Grab us an interesting one, but there's so fucking many of them. And
Well, is it chronological? Let's go to the earliest of this. How long
uh
have they been fucking people up?
that's a good question. Let's see here. Oh my
I
god,
would
this
bet
was
since 2000 and what, 3, 5? I can't remember what year the Patriot Act was, either 3, 4, or 5. October 2001, they had that shit signed the next month. It's unbelievable.
let's see here. We have courthouse arrests, arrest of Newark's mayor during ICE protests, federal agent activity in Brooklyn. Oh, do you want to hit? Do you want to see what happens if I hit respect random page?
Why do they have a random page button?
It's a good question. They must know there's just so much stuff. Oh, it brought us to the ICE directors. Let's see here. Who
Yeah,
the
Todd Lyons. I think I've seen him make statements.
and Todd
Yeah, 4 days ago, Todd Lyons just called on state officials to cooperate with ICE.
because that's what they want. I think that's a big part of it. Like that's a big thing about this is that like there's a certain amount of it that what we're looking at.
Okay, here's a little bit. He was appointed by Nome in March of last year after the last guy resigned. So
Senior executive with U.S. Immigrations and Customs Enforcement, publicly available professional records confirm his employment with ICE and indicate he holds a director level blah 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 blah. Career: Lyons serves as a senior leadership capacity within ICE. His current role as ICE director is reflected in his professional profile and public employment. Okay, they don't actually have anything on here interesting
they
to
have
say about him.
no history on there. That's interesting.
That
Nothing about this guy, huh?
that is interesting.
He's got to be very green at the very least, like not have a very long tenure as a federal agent.
That is an interesting point. Like, what did he do before this?
Yeah, as far as we know, he's only been an ICE director.
It lets you look up agents. So they have a list of apparently publicly known ICE agents. So people are somewhat doxing them, I guess.
Wait, go down. I think I saw Greg Bovino on there.
Is it last or
Middle
first?
row towards the bottom.
Oh, yep. Greg Bovino. Let's check that out. Greg Bovino, there he is. Great thing about headshots is you can't see how short he is. He is ridiculously short. I've seen some pictures. It is, and I'm no shame there. I'm only 5'6", but it does sort of feel weird when you're a fascist.
Yeah, that explains why all the photos I've seen of him that he's like done in like his Nazi fucking Fed uniforms are like taken from a bottom angle to make him look taller.
All right, Greg Bovino. Greg Bovino is an American law enforcement official and senior leader with the U.S. Border Patrol, active in national level operations since 2019. Bovino has overseen large scale enforcement actions, major media appearances, and multi state field deployments as a public figure. His identity and participation in immigration enforcement operations are widely documented across official press releases, television segments, and field footage submitted to the ICE list. Has served as Border Patrol. He's frequently featured.
Yeah, he's their media darling.
Okay, so if I'm looking at this correctly, what we are looking at is a list of documents that prove people are in ICE. So let's see here. Let's just grab a rando here. Okay, I don't have a picture from Maryland.
Okay.
Apparently, the document is her LinkedIn.
That's interesting though. I wonder why they do that.
Well, I mean, somebody submitted her LinkedIn as evidence, is from what I'm guessing here. Oh my God, are these all LinkedIn's? Are they all LinkedIn's? Is that what's happening here?
Signal hire.
I'm not familiar with Signal. What is that? That sounds familiar.
Signal hire sounds like they're putting up their application like a LinkedIn type of thing.
Another LinkedIn. It looks like. So that means that, like, they go through the trouble of putting on masks, and then everyone's out here doxing themselves. Oh, here we go. Oh, another LinkedIn, but they have a picture for this person. Oh,
So she's a field because she's a director probably.
field office director. Field office unknown. State Texas. Active. Verification verified. Oh, I missed that. I didn't see there was a verification button. I wonder if any of these are unverified. Okay. No,
So far, all the ones we've looked at are verified, I think.
and, like, the majority of them are LinkedIn. Is
Oh,
the
that's a
LinkedIn?
personal photo.
Yeah, look. Yeah, that is. Oh, you can. He's not wearing pants. He's not wearing fucking pants. Dude, your flat ass is on the internet. What?
That's a
He,
good photo.
he took it in front of a mirror. That's
Yeah.
hilarious. Did he not? Was his
I
go?
can
Was
only
he
imagine this is like, I don't know, he's like trying to flirt on you on Facebook.
like was he trying to, like, maybe that's what it was. Maybe he was trying to take a picture of himself to send to a girl and be like, I know how to sneak my ass into this.
Right.
I bet ladies will like that.
Honestly, either thing happening is hilarious. Like if whether he intended this or not.
No, you're right. You're right. Whether this is an accident or on purpose, that is genuinely funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Cuz, like, and,
He's
like,
the general clerk at DHS.
the thing is that this is extra evidence. It looks like this comes from his LinkedIn.
If
So is
that's
this
from his
on his
fucking
LinkedIn? Cuz
LinkedIn.
that would be wild.
They're sending their fucking worst of the worst out to police the nation right now.
I will say he does look like a guy who would join ICE. It does.
Yeah,
Yep.
just utterly incompetent, maybe like has an anger problem, and he has like a very strong goatee.
I was going to say it looks like his body was like, I'm going to put all your features in your jaw.
Right.
We're going to absolutely no definition to your ass. All your jaw. Oh my god, that is hilarious though. Jason
Yeah, what are the
Brunson.
chances that we go through half of these and like a third of them have their asses in it on accident?
Okay,
Oh, look at this.
this guy's got
So that's
this,
Border Patrol.
this guy has a signed cop at birth face.
Right.
It verified New York. Oh, he works in the field office. Also by LinkedIn. They wear masks, and yet LinkedIn is the number one thing that seems to be outing them.
You think Border Patrol in New York are looking for Canadians or Mexicans?
That's a great question. I know there is a significant Latino and Hispanic population in New York, but, like, it's a good question as to where most of them
It'd be
come from.
weird for looking for the immigrants there, though, considering they on the other side of the country. I don't know.
Okay, we have
That's a
Jenny.
Facebook photo.
It does look like a Facebook photo, even though it might be her LinkedIn,
Well, yeah, it's gotta be.
because no one sent in her Facebook yet. Deputy Assistant Director. Okay, it makes sense we got her picture. It makes sense we got her picture. This is the category of no photo. Is there ones with photos? Is there a button for that?
I'm kind of curious of the site's methodology.
They have it listed, but I don't know how exciting that would be for us, for our
Yeah,
audience.
no, I'm just like personally curious.
Yeah, no, it looks like it's sort of using the Wikipedia model. In fact, it actually, I wouldn't be. It looks like they're using the Wikipedia
Like
everything.
submissions that are like internally vetted.
Okay, seem to be having some issues connecting right now. That's not cool. It doesn't want to take us to page two.
We just watched the site get taken down in real time.
That would actually be somewhat hilarious. Let's see if I can go back to the main page. Okay, the main page is still here. Do not use Ring cameras. What? Amazon's Ring cameras are integrating into the U.S. law enforcement workflow. Police agents can request footage directly from Ring users, allowing private home surveillance videos to be shared with law enforcement. In 2025, with Flock Safety further link consumer cameras to nationwide law enforcement surveillance platforms. Civil liberty groups warn about this expands surveillance with limited transparency or oversight. ICE lists strongly recommend against purchasing or using Ring cameras. Okay, they mean
I don't know.
specifically.
I don't know about that. I can make a counter argument for that.
I mean, I think what they're saying right now is that it sounds like they're being used to identify undocumented people. Okay, right? They have. Let's see. Let's check out the featured agent. Ooh, there's actually a lot of stuff on the featured agent. Okay, okay. Who do we got here? We've got CBP Border Agent Deportation Officer from Yuma, Arizona. His name is Timothy Donahue. Donahue.
No, I've seen videos about some agents, but I don't think I've seen one about this guy.
Timothy Donahue is a U.S. Border Patrol agent whose identity became public following investigative reporting and documentation related to a federal enforcement incident in Evanston, Illinois. His activities place him with interior immigration enforcement operations conducted in Chicago area, well beyond the immediate border region. So wait, was he operating outside his own jurisdiction? I'm not sure. Oh wait, no, the incident's down here. Donahue appears to be a line level agent rather than a supervisory official or designated spokesperson. His public profile is tied primarily to a single well documented use of force incident rather than media appearances or official CBP communications. The incident, October 31st. Federal immigration agents were involved in a confrontation in Evanston, Illinois, following a vehicle crash involving a marked Border Patrol vehicle. Video footage from the scene shows agents drawing firearms on bystanders and using force against a handcuffed individual. Timothy Donahue has been identified as one of the agents present during the incident documented at incident. Again, they apparently have a link to the incident. Publicly available video crash records and FOIA-linked documentation place him at the scene and associate him with the physical restraint of the detained individual. The incident
Okay.
has been widely circulated online and cited by civil rights advocates and Accountability Project as an example of aggressive interior enforcement tactics by federal immigration authorities.
Yeah, and it looks like he works in Arizona and he was deployed to Illinois.
Donahue's activities in Illinois occurred as part of an expanded interior immigration enforcement operation in Chicago metropolitan area. Such operations have drawn criticism for the use of heavily armed agents, vehicle interdirect, inter,
Interdictions.
interdictions, and force during encounters in residential neighborhoods. Okay, we gotta let's see what the incident lists. Evanston, Illinois, drove through the city in a marked vehicle and after a crash engaged in an incident in which one agent pointed a firearm at an unarmed bystander while another punched and handcuffed an individual. The confrontation was captured on video.
I think I remember this video because they were like in the road and one guy was he like took out his gun from his waistband and pointed it at the crowd and then put it like away really quickly. If that's the same one I'm thinking of. Ooh, is that a reel showing it?
That is not the link.
They just brought you right back to the homepage. There. Oh, They even warned you about the video and then said it wasn't available. Oh, is this it? There
No,
we
it's
go.
not.
Oh,
I can't get off of Instagram for some reason.
no, it just changes.
Nope. Nope. Looks like that's been taken down because of course it has. Oh, okay. They couldn't just take down the news article. All
No,
right.
this is different than the one I saw. Okay.
Nope. You know what's wild to me is that we actually have transcended race on some level. People are super ready nowadays to defend brutality against white people.
I feel like there are either two answers for that. Either, the whole like it being about black people was like sort of a pretense for a lot of people, but they're ultimately authoritarian anyway,
Hmm.
or that, like people are actually less racist and they don't really care about who's getting brutalized as long as it's someone who they don't like, as long as it's like a person who's resistant to the government structure or a left-leaning person or someone like that, then they're okay with it. They don't care if they're black or white as much anymore. Those are like
That,
the two answers to me.
a thing that people fail to understand is that even though the right talks a lot about individualism, they are ultimately about conformism, essentially loyalty to hierarchy. All right, let's take a look at this video.
Put the gun away! We gonna shoot people? Piece of shit!
Every time I see a video of them doing that too, they're like, "Oh, what am I doing?" And then they put it away. Like they're not like embarrassed necessarily, but they're like, "Yeah, maybe that's not a good idea right now." Which really explains how they're able to just be like, "Oh, I have a slight reason to shoot someone now." Pow, 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 pow.
God, it's like they're little monkeys, just trying to going around their
Just
little
looking
monkey
for a nut.
suits. I don't know if that's like whatever tactical gear he has on, or if he just has terrible posture. Maybe both.
Piece of shit!
I wonder if that's his that he brought from home.
Which wonder if
The
what is his?
I wonder if that vest is his.
Oh, the vest.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's his size.
It's a great question. I mean, someone could definitely shoot him in the shoulders because it does. You're right. The plate does look small on him.
It looks small.
Let her go! Let her go! Let her go! Let her go!
See, and you can just tell that these motherfuckers are inexperienced. Like, you never see a cop fucking half bent over a person, like trying to like handcuff a like woman a foot shorter than him. You never see that happen with police. Because they are trained. Like, I fucking hate the police and they brutalize people constantly, but they're also trained how to arrest you without looking like both being incredibly invasive and looking
Mm-hmm.
like they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Oh yeah. No, this guy is 100% clown shoes over here. I feel bad for this woman. I do feel bad for this woman. It feels weird the way he's got her positioned. Like
Yeah.
we're about to watch some type of weird assault.
I've seen a lot of police like violence videos and it never involves the police officer having a woman bent over the backseat of his car while he's trying to handcuff her that way. It just doesn't make any fucking sense.
You're right. You know what?
They
I've
put them
never.
against the car and handcuff them, then put them in the car.
You're right. You're right. You're absolutely. I hadn't even thought about it, but the way you're describing, I'm realizing every time I've ever seen police doing this shit, it's exactly like what you described. They put them against the car. Like, do they only like sometimes in the movies I see them put them on the hood of the car?
Yeah, or a lot of the videos I've seen, it's either the side or the ground. Because I think it's because they need a flat surface to like pin their arms against, and that's not the interior of an
Yeah,
SUV.
yeah. And she's bent in half like that.
Yeah,
Let her go! Get the fuck out of here! You pull the gun on people?
So I don't know if you saw that, but like it's clear that this is some type of fender bender situation.
yeah.
Like the car hit the back. This is just a real quick edit. I just wanted to verify something. I caught this in the. I caught this while I was editing the video together. It was apparently the. I read it out loud in the video, and apparently we forgot I said it. But apparently, what happened was the other car rear-ended a parked ICE vehicle. It's not specified whether this was a protest thing or whether or not this was just a basic traffic violation. possibly caused by ICE parking its car in a weird place. But like I do think it's important for you to understand that like literally ICE is arresting people for something that would normally be an insurance issue. They're like grabbing people in a fender bender instead of contacting the police or insurance. Unhinged. Are they grabbing the people from a car they hit?
Yeah, so ICE actually has a procedure for this where they're supposed to, and this is especially like why the shooting of Renee Good was so like egregious, is because they have a procedure where, and they're like, it's a violation of the Fourth Amendment that they're doing this anyway, but their procedure is that they pin the front and the back with their cars and then they pull them from the cars. But that's not what they did with Renee Good. They just parked behind her, and that's why she was able to start driving and gave them the chance to kill her.
I mean, there's so many things. There was a breakdown of the videos by, I want to say, the New York Times that makes it pretty clear what happened to Renee Good. Like, someone else I know posted the autopsy of Renee Good, and the autopsy pretty much confirms that she did not have to die. Like, even if, like, the autopsy kind of indicated that if he had only shot the one time that went through the windshield, it seems like she would have lived. Because she only had one injury that was fatal. And she had like 4 bullet wounds. One of them went through her arm. They were in like her midsection and stuff. But one of them, side of the head. And that's the one that killed her. And if you watch the video, it's like, that's like the 3rd shot. Like, the most likely to have been that shot is like the
it's like he didn't stop shooting until he got her in the fucking head. And then he kills her and says fucking bitch right afterwards.
Yeah. It's disgusting. Yeah. And also, like, the video is clear that, like, he is not in actual consistent danger with the vehicle. The angle of the shot that hits the windshield is wrong. In the video, they slowed it down, and you can see what happens is he actually slips, ironically, on the ice and falls towards the roof, I'm forgetting the name of the front of a car. Jesus Christ. The hood of her car. Yeah, he falls towards the hood of her car, and that's when his camera gets flipped up. That's all so fucked up. But let's see what happens with this fucked up video.
Fuck you piece of shit!
There it is.
Piece of shit! Fuck you, fucking piece of shit! Leave her alone! You're a piece of shit! Fuck you! Get the fuck out of here!
Wait, that's the ICE vehicle that they're putting her in right now, which means that they ran into the back of the ICE car. We don't know the context, and they just decided to grab them. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I think what would have happened was they would have seen this car and they would have pinned it on both sides.
Oh, you're right. There might be another ICE vehicle there.
I assume what happened, because this is what like police will do, is they sped up and got in front of them and then stopped and then hit them from the back too, so where they couldn't get out of that.
How very U.S. Marshal of them.
Yeah, how like it's like if you could just write this word by word and release it in the 80s and it would be a sci-fi dystopia. Just
we're there. That's where we are now. The sci-fi dystopia part.
Citizens, fuck you! You violent piece of shit! Get the fuck out of here! Get out of here!
Just want to point out this is the second ICE officer we've seen who is very assless.
They're not physically athletic people.
No, they do not appear to be. To be fair, if they were, they'd probably already be in the military.
Yep.
Get out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
I didn't quite see that, but it did not look good from this angle, and this is not a good angle.
See, how come he's dressed completely different than the other guy?
You're right. I just
don't understand.
It's because it doesn't matter. They don't care. This is just about all they care about is the authority. They have no consistent uniform. This is, like, what is the money? They're throwing so much money at ICE. Is it all going to the paycheck?
Yeah,
Is
I
that
don't
what
know.
all of it's going to? They can't even properly dress these people? Are they bringing their own guns? Serious question.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here! You're a piece of shit! Get out of here! Get out of here! Let him go! 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 Fucking assholes! Get the fuck out of here!
They may have taken down the Instagram reel, but there's a lot of people filming this. So there's got to be
Yeah.
other videos somewhere.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here! Let them go! Leave him alone! Let him go!
Oh, Jesus
Look at
Christ!
that. That's ridiculous.
That's fucking bullshit. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. God damn, it makes you sick.
Stop hurting him! Let him go! 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 Get out of here! You're a piece of shit! Get out of here! Get the fuck out of here! Get out of here! You leave! You leave! You leave! You fucking leave, you asshole!
It's interesting that the guy who's been identified is the guy with the shittiest gear.
Yeah. And I mean, he's also seems to be the guy who directly fucking punched the person in the face.
In fact, I was gonna make a joke about him being like the greenhorn, but like the guys in the more professional outfits didn't do shit to stop him.
No.
Not at all.
Let him go! Let him go! Let him go! Get the fuck out of here! Get out of here!
See, yeah, that kid has welts all over his head. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just grabbing people.
Leave him alone!
Jesus. And then they throw him,
Threw him
then he throws
against
him
the
into the
car.
side of the car. Oh my god.
Let him go! Let him go! You leave! You leave! You fucking leave! Get the fuck out of here!
More angles.
I'm not for... Wait, what?
See, Blue Sky's base, they don't delete the videos of the fucking government doing crimes.
Oh god. Oh shit. That is...
Yeah, see, like, what?
That is... Oh my god.
Like, if he's handcuffed, all of this is unnecessary. The man cannot move.
He is already handcuffed.
Yeah,
Jesus.
so then there's no reason to be doing any of this. He's just like, he's probably just like fucking, like,
You can hear what he's...
yeah, stop moving. Yeah, he just wants him to completely lay still.
Wait, is that it? This is another guy. This is like a third guy. I mean, a fourth guy.
So a different guy came up and beat him up, and then the other guy came up and threw him against the car.
Yep, there's that guy.
That's the guy. But he's like standing like he's ready to attack him. Okay, here we go.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said he was like standing like he was ready to attack him, just like this, like bearing over him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, goddamn. And that, yep, they isolate the picture. Goddamn. I'm so mad at... This shit makes me so mad at Alex
I know.
Jones.
I know. Have you heard anything he said lately?
No, I have not.
He's defending it in the most disgusting ways you could imagine. Yeah.
Alex Jones is on board with this?
Yes, he
Ale-
loves this shit. He
Alex
loves it.
Alex Jones, you are a hypocritical piece of shit. I used to watch your fucking documentaries, and right now, the shit you warned me about in all your movies is currently happening, and you're acting like it's good?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Alex Jones.
He's like basically like we're winning. That's like his angle right now.
This isn't winning, Alex. This is the police state.
Yeah.
We're watching the police state.
Yeah.
Alex, if they were taking down the conspiracy, they wouldn't be going after illegal immigrants. They'd be going after people in major sources of power.
Yeah. Turns out Alex Jones was just a white supremacist who wanted the immigrants gone. That was all he actually wanted.
And he played the long game of
Yeah.
He played the long game of luring in liberals during the Bush administration, and then he got the Republicans on his side during the Obama administration, and then he sucked up to Donald Trump like a piece of shit.
He had that guy Nick Sortor who was at the there was like a White House social media roundtable like right after Charlie Kirk was killed, and Nick Sortor was at that. So he's like a bit of like a media surrogate for the White House, and he was like he also works for InfoWars and does like contracting reporting for them, and he's just like interviewing with Alex about how, you know, people are out here, they're pushing ICE agents, and you come out there, you push an ICE agents, what do you expect when they shoot you in the face with a smoke bullet? And Alex Jones just like, yep, they're just trying, they're actually like they're angry that basically like white people aren't putting up with PC culture anymore. Like that's like his angle, even though he's basically fully out right now. He's saying like the same shit David Duke used to say, knowing full well what David Duke used to say.
Jesus Christ. Fuck you, Alex Jones.
Yeah.
All right, this is their featured incident report. On September 12, 2025, Silvero Villegas Gonzalez, a 38-year-old father of two, was shot and killed by an officer with U.S. Immigrations and Customs Enforcement, ICE, during an enforcement operation in Franklin Park, Illinois. ICE has acknowledged that multiple agents were involved, but has not publicly identified which agent discharged the fatal shot. The subsequent independent reporting and body-worn camera footage have raised substantial questions about the accuracy of ICE's initial public account. It's shocking.
Yeah.
Full description. The incident occurred in the morning. As ICE agents conducted a targeted enforcement operation in the residential area of Franklin Park. Shortly after, Gonzalez had dropped his children off at a school and daycare. Disgusting. According to statements issued by the Department of Homeland Security, DHS agents attempted to detain Gonzalez, who ICE claimed then moved his vehicle in a manner perceived as an imminent threat to agents, resulting in the officer firing a weapon. Villegas Gonzalez was struck and later pronounced dead at a hospital. At least he got to go to the hospital. Local police body-worn camera footage released after the incident shows emergency responders and law enforcement at the scene following the shooting, including Villegas Gonzalez, receiving medical attention on the ground prior to transport. An ICE agent was also treated for injuries and released, meaning his injuries weren't so bad he had to go to the hospital.
If I were to guess how his name is pronounced, it's Villegas.
Oh, Villegas? Okay.
Yeah. It's a Y sound when you see two L's in Spanish, like tortilla.
Ah, that actually explains several foods.
Yeah.
ICE and DHS publicly asserted that, how'd you say it?
Villegas
Gonzalez drove his vehicle towards agents, seriously injuring an officer and creating the circumstances for their use of lethal force. Independent reporting and released footage have challenged the key elements of this account. Severity of agent injuries. While DHS initially described the officer as seriously injured, local police body camera footage captures an agent describing his injuries as minor, including a torn pant leg, knee pain, and superficial cuts, contradicting the characterization of severe injury. Vehicle agent contact and sequence of events. Reporting based on police records, witness statements, and available video has raised questions about whether an agent was dragged a significant distance as claimed, and whether gunfire may have occurred earlier in the encounter than DHS indicated.
Oh, so he just completely got away with this. I didn't realize that.
Oh, the agent?
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. Incomplete evidence disclosure. ICE has not released full, unedited, body-worn camera footage from all agents involved, nor publicly identified the agent who discharged the fatal shot. Illinois officials and advocates have cited these omissions as preventing independent verification of ICE's claims. Because of these discrepancies, multiple elected officials, community organizations, and journalists have stated that the overall narrative remains unsubstantiated by publicly available evidence. Agents and enforcement personnel. ICE has confirmed that more than one agent was involved in the pursuit and confronting preceding the shooting. Public reporting has identified Arian S. Moore.
Oh, great.
There's a part of me that wants to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that that's pronounced Ari. But that doesn't actually sound better at all. But Arian S.
It's
Moore.
just he's just an authoritarian named Aryan. I mean, maybe that's why that's his name.
Yeah, no, this is a little on the nose. Did Frank Miller write this? What's happening?
It's just like literally a fucking. It's like one of those sci-fi novels that don't push it too far in the future, but it's got like screens everywhere and shit.
Yeah, that's exactly where we are right now. We are dangerously close to Minority Report.
Yeah, we're like in the good parts of Running Man.
Oh god! Before it goes crazy, are you talking about the Arnold one or the new one? Oh wait,
I haven't watched the new one, but I'm hoping it's better than the original.
I've seen both. I watched the original after seeing the new one because I was curious. And no, it is like The Running Man actually might be one of Arnold's like weakest movies
Yeah.
because it suffers a lot from they clearly catered every element of it to Arnold's formula.
Yeah.
Like it suffers from that a lot.
And it's like they do like catchphrases for him, and he's at his weakest when he does those catchphrases. He got away with it with Terminator, but he shouldn't be doing it every movie. He's best when he's not throwing those out.
He also got away with it in True Lies, but movies like True Lies are also like they're directed by James Cameron, so like it goes down smooth. But yeah, no, it's Running Man. The Arnold Running Man is not good. Like even the plot structure feels like
it's just unhinged. But there is a part in that Running Man that I think is like, and that's why I would compare it to nowadays, is because the government uses like this fake scene of him getting killed to convince people of what happened, and that's exactly what our government's doing now.
Yeah, no, I do remember that. But like the irony of that scene is that it means that him and Jesse Ventura's characters never even meet, which feels lame.
Yeah, it was all like faked.
I saw someone do a review where they said that they thought like the bad guy characters were more interesting in the Arnold movie than the new movie, and it's like, well, no, in the new movie they're just more realistically written.
Right, they're not like like
they're
villains.
They're not like the boss characters from a Nintendo game. Which is what the Running Man feels like. It feels like you're playing Smash TV.
No, that's it. You got it.
And yeah. Arian Moore is a little on the nose. Oh, I forgot. The new one is okay. The new one is okay. I thought it was pretty enjoyable. It is definitely better than the Arnold one. For several reasons. One, the plot structure is better. Two, it's more like the book. And three, like the message of the new Running Man is capitalism can be bad. But the message of the Arnold one is TV is bad. And it's like, what?
Yeah. And yeah, it's such a messy movie.
Yeah. The killing prompted vigils, protests, and formal requests from Illinois officials for an investigation independent of ICE and DHS. Governor J.B. Pritzker and members of Illinois' congressional delegation stated the inconsistencies between ICE's statements and the available footage warranted further scrutiny. As of this writing, no criminal charges or disciplinary actions related to the shooting have been publicly announced, and the shooters' identities remain undisclosed. Meaning that, ironically, Arian did not shoot these people.
Yeah, because they would be fucking nailing him to the cross. But it also is like fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Was it Running Man related, or was it related to
No, it wasn't Running Man related. But
was it related to the fact that it's disgusting that they get to investigate themselves every time they kill someone and there's no third party investigation.
Oh yeah, I was gonna make a really tasteless joke. It's like the masks that we are worried would hide their identities if they started murdering people actually worked, and they're hiding their identities when they murder people and getting away with it.
Yeah, no. That's one of those things that's only funny because it's so fucking obvious that
Yeah,
it was going to happen. Like that's the thing that's really sickening to me is that this was always going to happen.
right.
Browse vehicles. Okay, I'm not gonna. They don't.
Hmm.
I was hoping they'd have pictures under vehicles.
Yeah, just like a big tank that they've been using.
Boycott list. What? Okay. If you know a company with documented ties to U.S. immigration enforcement, you can recommend it for review and inclusion. Okay, let's see here. Who we got? Accenture, Google, oof, Amazon Web Services, AT&T, Avilo Airlines. Well, you'll be the first I boycott.
Yeah, I like how they have Raytheon on here. Like, yeah, let me go ahead and boycott Raytheon while I'm at it.
BI Incorporated, Best Western, interesting. Bluehost, Booz Allen Hamilton, Case.
Yeah, it looks like phone companies that are probably using helping them like navigate shit, and then
Yeah.
probably giving them texts and stuff. I wouldn't doubt it for a lot of these phone companies. And then
Fubo
U-Haul,
TV,
UPS, Fubo.
Deloitte.
They're
Like I'm
probably doing
actually curious
series
what
with them. Yeah, let's
I'm
go to
curious what that
Fubo.
connection
What did
is.
Fubo do?
Fubo TV is listed for boycott due to role in distributing ICE recruitment advertisements on its advertising-supported
Oh,
streaming service and the resulting public backlash. Reporting in 2025, documented ICE recruitment video advertisements appearing during live and on-demand programming on Fubo TV, prompting criticism from viewers, immigrants' rights organizations, and civil liberty advocates, and leading to calls for subscription cancellations and advertiser pressure. Additional
yeah.
coverage described DHS allocation of millions of dollars towards digital video advertising across commercial streaming services, including live TV platforms such as Fubo TV, due to their ability to reach younger, sports-oriented, and cord-cutting demographics.
Mm. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of those ads on. I'm pretty sure either YouTube or just like
Oh,
normal streaming apps on my TV, but I have seen a few of those ice ads.
here's the most obvious one:
Yeah,
Palantir.
YouTube's on there. Shit,
Yeah, I
we're gonna have to shut down.
damn it, they got us with the YouTube.
So it probably is ads on YouTube that I've seen.
Yeah,
Go to YouTube.
probably.
Let's see what YouTube's up to.
I clicked on
After,
Palantir and
yeah,
it's
let's
still
check
not
out
going.
Palantir and then
Palantir Technology is listed as for boycott due to documented work supporting DHS immigration enforcement operations, including ICE HSI systems described as mission critical for case management and investigative analytics. Public records released via FOIA describe Palantir contract vehicle with ICE that includes responsibilities for implementation, operation, and maintenance of Palantir provided capabilities supporting ICE investigative functions.
okay, so what is Palantir? What is it? What is that? What does it mean? What is that?
Palantir is the new surveillance system that Peter Thiel is making for the government.
Okay. And so does it like what does it record?
That's a good question. I don't know if that's publicly available.
Yeah, it's weird that like this description of it, it doesn't really say what it does. It's like
Palantir Technologies is a United States based software and data analytics company. A major government contractor. Public records and reporting describe Palantir as a long running contractor to DHS components, including immigration, customs enforcements, ICE, Homeland Security. No, you're right. It doesn't say. It
yeah,
does not say.
it's like they're like the people that they
They're just listed as a
outsourced
contractor.
all of the data to that they've been getting from this fucking like Edward Snowden type of shit they've been doing for years.
It's just all we have. All it really says is they're related to surveillance, but
Weird.
it doesn't say anything else.
It's just like an internal government Facebook just with you and your family.
I don't know, but supposedly it's the next big thing that's going to spy on us all.
Yeah, it's funny because speaking of Alex Jones, he specifically used to shit on Palantir, and now he loves Palantir because it's working so well to get rid of all the immigrants.
Alex Jones, you're the fakest piece of shit. I'm so mad at you. Twitter, not surprising.
Yeah.
YouTube is listed for boycott in its role in distributing ICE recruitment advertising and the resulting public backlash. Okay. It is the same thing as Fubo. Additional reporting describes DHS. Yeah. YouTube stated that the ads were lawful government recruitment placements served through Google's advertising system and permitted under platform advertising policies. Advocacy groups argued that hosting ICE recruitment advertising materially supports immigration enforcement agencies associated with detention, deportation, civil rights violation, and therefore warrants a boycott. Yeah,
I mean,
shit.
YouTube, it's just YouTube nowadays. I don't know if it's always been like this because I just didn't see them before like this whole rise in AI and the new grifter age. But like they have some of the craziest fucking advertising out of any company I've ever experienced. They just constantly have like actual scam like medicines and like AI videos of like Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz talking about boner pills, and it's like they there's no way they have any type of ethical like system to filter ads. It's all just horse shit from the fucking bottom up.
All right, so let's see if we can let's check out this section here where we can hopefully someone can do something. Do you know any of these men? These are unidentified Homeland Security and ICE officers. Do y'all know this chuddy gentleman? What
They
about
all
this
look
guy?
alike. They all look like the same guy.
This guy right that's not fair. This guy right here looks like James Gunn's brother that he puts in all his movies. Okay, that guy does look like the first guy. They're clearly not the exact same guy, but like the face shape and facial hair choices
Same
and
sense of style.
yeah, it's all very similar. We got some more here. Looks like this one is from some YouTube video. We got them grabbing this guy.
We got a picture in the one moment where she pulled down her mask.
Yep, Georgia. We've got these two long distance shots. These, okay, that's got to be the same guy, right? That one is the same guy. I feel like that one is the same guy, right? Am I losing my mind? I mean, they
I
might be different guys.
I don't know. I have this specific kind of face blindness when it comes to middle class white people.
I will say this is the first ICE agent we've seen with a butt.
Right.
He's got
And
some.
he's stacked. He has like these like iron arms,
I was gonna say apparently some of them can be in shape.
7 feet tall. That guy he's probably just like on office duty. He just on desk duty all day.
It would be hilarious if the most in shape ICE officer worked in the office. And then we have this guy who looks like his parents are about to cut him off.
Now, how come all the people in Texas are in business casual?
That's an interesting question. This guy here who looks. I can't tell if this man is old or a child.
That person looks like a child.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Honestly, he looks like.
He looks 17.
He looks like the one guy. He looks. This looks like a picture of the guy, the one comedian from SNL.
Okay.
Marcelo.
I don't watch SNL.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. What's funny is I actually met that guy at an open mic before he was famous.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. But yeah, this guy does look like a literal child. But that could just be like, how millennials always look young. Where are these guys going? Vacation?
That's like a candid pic of Diddy.
Yeah. We got this feller. Not sure what he's up to. Then we have this woman here. Then we have this gentleman. Then we have old white guy. Possibly Hispanic guy. Not sure. Handful of guys there.
Yeah, but
Actually,
they're
wait,
all
is that-
dressed different. Nobody has the same uniform. I wonder
think-
if we're gonna start seeing them like come out in like consistent
that-
uniforms now that they're funded really well.
I think
That's
the
just
black.
a cop.
I was gonna say I think that black guy's just a cop.
Yeah. If they look like they're in a uniform, then it's probably just a cop or a different type of fed. Look at that. That guy is wearing jeans.
This woman's wearing jeans. This
Yeah.
guy's got
Those are
fucking
cargo
cargo
pants.
pants.
Yeah. But the next guy has jeans and what looks like a Old West holster,
It does. The gun looks Old West too. Look at the handle.
and he
She's
has bleached tips.
all right. And here we got Zach Galifianakis looking in shape. Bald guy.
Another 17-year-old.
This guy is this this guy's a millennial. I can tell just by looking at him. That guy has my facial hair. Another guy. Oh my god! Just look at all these chuds.
And none of them are in the same uniforms.
No,
It's
I
so
mean to be
weird.
fair, some of these are clearly out of uniform shots, but
Yeah,
you are correct. There is a wild variation in uniforms.
that guy's wearing a t-shirt with a bulletproof thing that's obviously much too small for him.
It is definitely too small for him. In more than one direction.
That's like a casual, like at-home outfit with a fucking vest on. Like
And
these people are being like signed up and being given a vest that doesn't fit them and being told to just go out to states they've never been to harass people.
this guy, I love that he chose this like stereotypically sassy gay pose right before the picture was taken.
He's pissed.
Yep. Another chud with a neck beard. Old black guy. Is that Sean William Scott? No, I kid. Dean
It
Kane's
looks
an
like
ICE
a
agent.
Facebook photo for that guy. What is that?
What's this lighting? Is this guy in the club? What's going on? Oh no, they're probably headlights. I mean,
Yeah, police lights.
okay. So we got another woman here. Like I was saying, I am vaguely surprised by the higher number of women that were involved with this. I did not realize how insecure they were about their penises. Didn't see that coming. Okay, all right. I see this gentleman. You can tell by the shape of his face that his problem is probably his personality.
Yeah, he looks like he's posing for that photo.
It does a little bit, yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm like a 6, but I think I'm the best looking ICE agent. Actually, if I'm a 6, I probably am.
And then we have our second minority of the night. Although I will put
Minority
out the
woman.
minority woman of the night. The women seem to have less ethnic diversity, is what I said a moment ago.
Mhm.
And I will say, just put it out there that even though we might clock her as Hispanic or something like that,
Mhm.
she might view herself as white. So
Mhm.
a
The
lot of
woman we
these
saw.
Mexican men, a lot of these Puerto Rican men, they think they're white.
That's
Same
true.
with the
Yeah.
women.
And in fairness, technically speaking, there is such a thing as white Latinos. We
Yeah.
don't
Well, and
we never talk
it's
about it.
not, yeah, and it's not, race isn't real. So it's just a way, like in America, historically, it's just a way to separate black people from the rest of people. And then a whole bunch of other minorities got involved and confused the whole system.
Yeah.
So lots of minorities are viewed as brown or non-white by white people, but a lot of those same minorities view themselves as white because of the color of their skin. I'm not sure if I identify with whiteness. I don't personally identify with whiteness, but if like a black person were to call me white, I would be like, I would agree. I'm white in that system, but not white to white people, basically.
Yeah, no. I mean, that is sort of the thing is that, like, if you look through history, it becomes very clear how fluid the concept of being white is. At a
Yeah,
certain point, it sort of just became, well, you're not black, right? And the whole
yeah,
reason that race exists is to create is to create essentially a class system that you can't ignore. Because that's the whole point, is to create a secondary class inside your
right.
society. That's why race exists.
Or at
And
least a top class in this scenario, where like every other class is like all other racial groups can be under that nowadays, and as long as white people are on top, and that's what they're fighting so hard for.
yeah, yeah. It actually in the during the civil rights movement, it was a whole thing with Latino people and Hispanics. Is the fact that there was this element of the fact that they seemed to neither be acknowledged as white or black because then it would require white people to acknowledge them as having the same rights as white people.
Right.
Okay,
And here we are now. Now they're fucking mass deporting as many Latinos as they can.
yep. All right, we got this gentleman here. We have a gentleman here who might not be white, but he might also just be really cranky.
Yeah.
Hard to say from the picture. Also, kind of hard to tell with this one here.
He looks like Jake Gyllenhaal.
He kind of does. He kind of does. I will say that there does seem to be a strange, a strange thing where I'm seeing like there's a lot of people with either weak chins or like overly pronounced chins. Not a
Yeah.
lot of, not a lot of in between chins. Okay, we got this guy who apparently was gonna looked like he was gonna shoot that guy. This guy took down his mask for some reason.
Just the moment he took it down, and there he goes
Yep.
on the weird list.
Then we got this girl here who looks kind of like Sophie Turner in that picture. These two scream militia.
So I wonder because that's labeled the killing of Silverio
Oh
Villegas.
shit. You're right, it
Yeah.
is. So these two guys are two of the agents who have not been identified yet from that incident.
I wonder if
Into
either of them are the shooter.
That's right, because the ones who weren't because only one person was identified. So, one of them could be the shooter, or more than one of them, because that was another thing that was very unclear from their reports. Can't really make out that picture. Then we got, let's see here. There's a whole bunch of them standing around. We got another woman, possibly Latino. Oh my god. Are you seeing this guy? You seeing this fucking guy from Cal who was
See, he
spotted?
wasn't given that by the feds. That he got that from home.
He looks like Peter Griffin just like joined ICE.
Yeah, it's like a special 45-minute series finale.
Hey, Quagmire, I'm getting in my car here. No, and then you just see him like run over a bunch of people.
Right.
That's how it would probably go.
Run over a bunch of protesters, and then it flips back to the next scene, and he's just hanging out at his house because he never got in trouble for it.
And that would actually probably even be the line. Like Brian would walk him up to him and he'd be like, "Peter, you just killed a bunch of innocent civilians. How are you back here? What? That? I don't know. I got
Yeah,
total immunity or something."
yeah, it'd be that easy.
Or he'd say something like, "You'd be amazed that they don't care." Or, I don't know.
Yeah,
Some other type of, well, isn't it obvious type of line. Eyes confronted by a woman in Plymouth. And we
he
got
looks
this.
like Count Dooku. The other guy looks like the guy that sings that the soft guitar songs that are very popular, but like a chubbier version. What's that
Okay.
guy's name?
The one who seems to have more left leaning politics, or the one who has like, who is clearly like astroturfed right wing politics.
No, I think it's the guy that's like he's like no, this he's like a redheaded Scottish guy, and he makes like
Oh,
really popular songs. I don't remember his name. I know he's
I
like super popular.
I may not know that one. Okay, we got this guy here. Oh, dude, look at this guy. Doesn't he look like he should just have like a programming degree or something? I don't know.
Yeah, he looks like a tech YouTuber.
Yeah, he does. He does look. That is the exact one. He looks like a tech YouTuber, which seems like exactly the type of person who would be radicalized into this.
Right.
And then we got this woman, a lot of blondes, and then this gentleman. Well, yeah, wow. If you know any of these people, if you identified anyone from any of those pictures, please go to wiki.icelist.is to submit their identities.
Yeah, and it seems like if you're wondering about an occurrence that happened, like something that you heard about on the news, this is like a really good place to go and find the video and read about it.
Mm-hmm. I wish they had a section where I could just go to everything that has a picture or video. But they have a place to upload videos or documents, submit a new incident, submit a new agent, submit a vehicle. They have a media contact, recommend a company to boycott, how to report incidents. Yeah, so definitely, if you are seeing ICE and you are seeing ICE do some fucked up shit, then you should definitely go to this website. And actually, this is the thing I want to look up before we call it an evening, because I am very, because this is a thing that like we just confirmed at least one more death than is being widely covered.
Yeah.
So I do want to know is how many people have been killed by ICE.
Yeah, I know at least three since September.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, that's like direct in the street confrontations. Like, we don't know how many people are dying in the facilities because they're not being audited, and politicians aren't even allowed to go inside of them. Like, it's like hit a level that would have been you would have been called crazy for saying that it would get to this level 2 years ago. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
As of late 2025, 32 people have died in U.S. immigration's and custom enforcement's custody. And that data does not include the two people who are currently in the news.
Right, because they weren't in custody. They were being apprehended.
And also, these numbers are from 2025.
Fuck me.
So that's a guaranteed at least 34 people have been killed by ICE. I need to update the information that I have that we just went over there because actually a lot more people, because more people have died than that current estimate that we have given you. Because as of 2006, 9 people so far, I'm sorry, 2000, because as of 2026, so far 9 people have been killed by ICE, including but not limited to Alex Preddy, Renee Good, Keith Porter, Heber Sanchez Dominguez, Victor Manuel Diaz, Paradi La, Luis Beltran Yanez Cruz, Luis Gustavo Nunez I apologize, Caceres, probably mispronouncing that, and Geraldo Lunas Campos have all been killed by ICE in 2026. Please note the fact that it's the white people who got up to be on the news. Now, in fairness, that's partly because the white people were caught on tape being executed, but also they're white. It's worth noting. The most deaths caused by the highest death toll in the agency since 2004. Sorry, the highest single year death toll for the agency since 2004 was 2025. So they killed 32 people that we didn't hear about.
Yeah. And apparently killed a bunch of people in 2004 that I would like to hear about.
Yeah, it doesn't say what the number is for how many people died in ICE custody in 2004. Although I could probably find that with a second search.
Yeah, it's a little off topic, but I'll look into that later. But yeah, I do think as the conditions worsen in these facilities, that's where we're going to start seeing it like rise even more if something isn't done about the conditions there.
Thing that bothers me is that this isn't sustainable. Like
No.
this type of behavior by a government agency, especially in a country like ours where people have a sense of like democracy and Americanism in them. This is not sustainable. This type of ruling with an iron fist is not sustainable. This is exactly the type of thing that brings countries down. And that's why I'm freaking worried. Because it's fucking insane. To live through these times, it's unfortunate. But we are living so far. Okay.
Yeah. My internet just went down, so I'm using my phone's hotspot so we can wrap this up properly.
I understand. Side note, I think TikTok is shadow banning one of my videos. Oh, are we frozen again? Oh no, we're back.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. I'll tell you what, I'll
Okay,
let you summarize your thoughts while we got you here. So let's summarize your thoughts.
Okay.
But I put up a
Okay.
video about the guy who got executed in Minneapolis, and right now on TikTok it has 0 views. Which I don't know if people are familiar with how TikTok works, but having a video that has 0 views is actually insane.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, because the videos I put up before it have between, like the one with the most views has 950, and the next lowest to the one that has 0 has 90. So getting a 0 feels like there's malarkey going on.
Yeah, that's weird.
Because
I mean,
also TikTok shorts almost always get more views faster than YouTube shorts. And that is not what's happening with this video. So
I want to
that's
doubt if
interesting.
there's some like real deep collaboration going on between tech companies and the government right now, specifically regarding ICE, because
Yeah.
this shit can tear apart the administration's reputation. But like I was saying a moment ago, this is inevitable. You know, if we keep going in this direction with the mass like collection of immigrants trying to send them off somewhere, people will start dying in mass, in massive numbers. Maybe not Holocaust numbers, because the end goal of the Holocaust was extermination because they decided that there was no other way to deploy them. I feel like our country would never throw away that many lives when they can make money off them instead. So I think that they would find a different way to get rid of people. But I think a lot of people will still die. And, you know, everybody should be against,
Hmm.
you know, everything ICE is doing right now. And argue with your family members about it. Like, just try your hardest to get it in people's heads that this is just not okay. And even if, like, even anybody who's an honest conservative should be able to look at this and see that it's also wrong. Like, this should be the one point where liberals, conservatives, and leftists all get along, is that the government should not be allowed to do this shit. Should not have masked fucking like soldiers in the streets uh policing people. Just period. That's the first step that we're like we should like everybody should be agreeing on. Fascists aside.
Yeah. No, like that is the thing. Is that this is the darkness, man. We are headed down the path that history tells us is not a good path.
Mhm.
Like, if this does not de escalate, America's headed for some serious shit. And, like, the thing is that the government has to be the one to de escalate it. Because the government is the one who has the not just the power, but the responsibility. The government is supposed to be held to a higher standard than civilians. Always. That is part of the point in our democracy is accountability.
Yeah,
If there is no accountability to ICE, then America is already fucked.
absolutely.
So, like, don't be quiet. I'm not saying that everyone has to get out in the streets. I'm not saying that everyone has to put themselves in danger, but you can't be quiet about this. You can't look away.
Huh.
This.
It should, at the very least, just be openly against it, you know,
Mhm,
be openly against it.
mhm. And we have to show resistance at whatever level you as an individual are capable of giving resistance. We have to make sure that politicians understand our displeasure, and we have to vote out people who support what's happening. Like,
Absolutely.
I mean, fingers crossed, knock on wood, that we get to have an election come the midterms. But when it happens, we got to vote, and we got to vote because this might be the most important midterm election we have ever had.
At least since the Civil War, like
Yeah.
that type of shit we're talking about, or Reconstruction, probably the most important midterm election since Civil War era politics.
Mm-hmm. And then to the politicians that we got to replace him with, like I said at the beginning, you got to fucking do something. You have got to fucking do something. And in all honesty, if people don't start fucking doing stuff, then like you should then same party people might want to start running for the same seats. That's how fucking serious this is. Like
Yeah,
we can't just have people letting this happen in the government. There has to be resistance. There has to be accountability. If we cannot achieve accountability, then democracy is dead.
yeah.
And I
And
don't want to hear that.
ideally, this would poison the reputation of all MAGA Trump fans. Like that's like the
Well, that was weird.
I said the did you hear what I said though?
It was weird. It like stopped and then it caught up and then it skipped. So
Okay, well I
you
was
said
just
this should
saying
stain the reputation of all, what was it, all MAGA and Trump supporters.
all the MAGA Trump psycho fans that are in his administration.
That's
Like,
true.
hopefully, in the like silver lining, most ideal situation, this whole like terrible shit they're up to stains their reputation and they're like become politically irrelevant in later elections.
And
No
also,
JD Vance making it to past the primaries.
Americans, you need to understand. This is literally. We are only a year in. We are only a year into Trump's administration. That's how fast they want to move. And that's how fast fascism moves. Fascism is fast. It that's their goal, is to operate fast. And that's what we're seeing. It's not good. It's not good. I guess in summary, my statement is fuck you, Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh God. Don't even like look at what he's been saying. It'll fucking give you a goddamn like popped blood vessel in your eye. Like you'll be looking weird the next day.
I
Okay,
might
well it
still
was
have to see it.
yeah. Yeah, look into it. Honestly, if you want to like check out Alex Jones without having to go to InfoWars, look up Knowledge Fight and just listen to their most recent two episodes because
Okay.
it's Alex Jones for about 5 hours straight defending the shooting of Renee Good. So, and it has a couple comedians interspersing and explaining it so you don't get too disgusted.
Alex Jones, you once made a video where you complained about police officers using nunchucks on pro life protesters. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for
Yeah.
joining me here. I had a fun time. We'll definitely have to connect again sometime.
Yeah. I really want to. I had a lot of fun. We're gonna look back at the people in the cabinet that have actually been effective because we kind of went over all of them before, like just kind
Yeah.
of guessing who's going to be what. But now we know who actually mattered, like in this
Hmm.
first year. So I think that's what I'll make the next one about.
Nice.
So yeah,
Nice.
talk to you later, man.
All right. You have a wonderful evening.
You too.
And to all the people tuning in, you have a wonderful whatever, wherever, whoever you are. Except for ICE agents.